This video is done from the perspective of a Parush expecting the HaMashiakh.
Yiberek Adonai v'yishmereka, Ha'el Adonai puna aleka v'huneka, Yes Adonai puna aleka v'yisim leka shalom.
Therefore, Adonai himself will give you people a son. The young woman will become pregnant, bear a son, and name him Emmanuel. Yeshayahu 7:14. But you, Bethlehem, near Ephrath, so small among the clans of Yehudah, of you will come forth to me the future ruler of Israel, whose origins are far in the past, back in ancient times. Micah 5:1. The fact that a virgin has become pregnant is not only logically abnormal, but biologically abnormal. A virgin conceiving will call for supernatural means. A virgin conceiving will also cause slander. A virgin conceiving will make people suspecting the promised deliverer. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not soon. A star will start forth from Yaakov. A scepter will arise from Israel to crush the corners of Moab and destroy all descendants of Shet. Bamidbar 24:17. The great prophet Moshe could see the time when the deliverer he asked for at the Shittim tree will come in the distant future. He knew that the prophecy of Yaakov regarding his son Yehudah having royal seed will come true. He promised that the birth of the deliverer will be preceded by the appearance of a star, and he will crush Moab and Shet. The deliverer will break the shackles of Rome. The deliverer will restore the kingdom of David. The deliverer will restore true theology. The deliverer will be a royal descent. The deliverer will be born in the same place that King David was. The deliverer will be born in the smallest tribe of Benjamin, but be Yehudi. The deliverer will change the hearts of man. The deliverer will be announced. Look, I am sending my messenger to clear the way before me, and the Lord whom you seek will suddenly come to his temple. Yes, the messenger of the covenant, in whom you take such delight. Look, here he comes, says Adonai Zavaot. Malachi 3:1. The coming messenger will precede the deliverer in ministry and possibly in birth. The deliverer will go to the temple suddenly. Amid those awaiting him, it will appear there, or rather will be revealed there. He will not be revealed by man and his understanding, but by the Ruach's guidance. The same which will cause the messenger to manifest as the predecessor. For a child is born to us, a son is given to us, dominion will rest upon his shoulders, and he will be given the name Pele Yoes El Gibor, El Bi Ad Sa Shalom. Yeshayahu 9:5. A child, an innocent, precious human being will be given to us. This child will grow to not only be the deliverer, but have the authority as the head to which such belongs. He will not just be called deliverer, but also Pele Ayes El Gebar Abi Ad Sa Shalom. Not only will he be wonderful counselor, but he will be a teacher, for counseling is not just advice, but teaching. He will teach us not in the way that false teachers like the Tzaddikim, but will teach us in righteousness and truth. He will guide us in such as a shepherd guides his sheep. He who led our forefathers out of Egypt with a mighty arm, also will he lead us out from under the oppressive yoke we bear. He, as our mighty Lord, will empower us and protect us as Boaz did with Ruth. Not only is he mighty to save, but he will use his might to provide for us and shelter us as the bridegroom does for his bride. The everlasting Father will guide us into eternity. He will never leave nor forsake us. He will provide and protect us as our Father should. He will provide spiritual solitude as our Father provides physical security. This solitude should more likely be considered peace. As Prince of Peace, he will restore the peace which our forefathers enjoyed. The peace will result from a revolution, a radical shift in life and religion. He will restore peace to our people and between our people. The peace will even be between Goyim and our people. As we await this peace to be established, one thing that our people are sure to do is our sacrifices that the name commanded us to do. The detail we are commanded to do is that every firstborn lamb is consecrated as a sacrifice. We inspect the lamb for any blemishes by wrapping it in strips of clean linen. If the lamb is found to be without blemish, being pure and spotless, it is kept safe until the time its blood shall be released for the remission of sins. As the Kohanim splashes the blood upon the altar, a Kohen will burn the incense upon the golden altar. The incense, among other ingredients, contains myrrh and frankincense. The rising smoke represents our prayers, which rise up to him through the heavens, which all celestial bodies are suspended. Our hope, the hope of our ancestors, is shared by all our people, no matter where we are. Our hope of redemption will come from El Roi. He saw the suffering our people suffered under Assyria, Egypt, and Babylon, and the Greeks. He saw the valor and the righteousness of Netanyahu and his sons who overthrew the Goyim from Syria and her allies. He sees how we suffer under Rome and how we make each other suffer. He sees our hope and our devotion to him, as attested to our handling of the sacrificial lamb. The name who sees, as he was told by Hagar, saw how Noah was righteous and preserved his family. He saw the righteousness of Abraham and called him forth from Ur, blessing him, making him Ab of a multitude. He saw the righteousness of a lowly, small shepherd who was the least of his father's house and made him the greatest of all. He saw the righteousness of both Hiziah and Yoshayahu, which purged the kingdom, but their efforts didn't last. He sees our need for him to be a provider, full in the remission of sins, and gives to us full salvation and peace. Part of this full remission is seen during Pesach and on Yom Kippur. The latter is when a goat is used as sin offering and another goat is used as an scapegoat. The scapegoat carries our sins away while being led off to a mountain. We need the perfect substitute without blemish of sin to be wrapped in strips of clean linen cloth. Wouldn't it be awesome if this substitute or scapegoat was to be born in Bethlehem near Ephrat? Furthermore, wouldn't it be interesting if the scapegoat wasn't an actual animal, but the deliverer himself, even being treated like a sacrificial lamb, wrapped in strips of clean linen cloth? Say, what if the deliverer was, dare I say, Emmanuel, who will also be called Pele Yoetz El Gabar Ad Sa Shalom? What if the deliverer, which Moshe saw in a vision, was to be born not only in David's hometown, but in his household? Could these prophecies be connected to our religious practices? Will he restore the kingdom in our lifetimes, or those of our children? What if, though we want to see a radical shift in our lives and culture from the crown down, the radical shift should start within us? With such a radical shift, could the yoke we bear, which he will lift, be of sins that we have instead of the Roman oppression? Could such a radical shift, such a redemption, be the manifestation of what he has wanted all along, a relationship with us, without us feeling as that we have to be legalistic and rigid in our obedience to him? Could even this radical shift of redemptive power bring light to the Gentiles? As Shmuel said to Shaul, that the sacrifices do not have the same weight from his perspective that obedience does. One could even perceive that the deliverer, as the perfect scapegoat and sacrifice, might be the one who sends him, even unto death. Speaking of sacrifices, it is interesting to think that the deliverer, who might be the perfect scapegoat and sacrificial lamb, could be born in Bethlehem. It is in that city that lambs for the sacrifices are born, especially for our Pesach, the day he redeemed us with the blood of the lamb. Could the deliverer, the lamb of the name, the Pele Yoes El Gabar Abi Ad Sar Shalom, be born in this month of Tishri, the holiest month? where our sins are forgiven, and in the house of bread. Where will he be born, though? Surely in a place that is safe, where he will be worshipped by those fitting according to the Ruach HaKodesh, rather than where man would like him to be born.